Okay, so next part here is the neck, sorry, head. So what I will do here is that I will just go and click on the neck here, create a new layer from the selected, lock the arm and rename this one, the new one, to head or head animation, because head, there is already a layer named head. And then right click here, change it to something else like yellow. Okay. Still, I don't have all the students here. I think I'll just wait a little bit more so that I will have more students, because I can only see there are 4. And please, as soon you come back here on the YouTube, just type here welcome back, so that when I will start taking attendance, I know that you were here. And also sometimes because sometimes what happen on the SIS or on the Blackboard, some of you are not able to join back. So make sure you type here welcome back or anything uh, that can tell me that you are back. Okay, anyhow, I will start by going back to 15, and my neck is the head is selected. I will press S on my keyboard. You can see I have a keyframe here now, and then I will move to 36. Okay, and I will just look at him. He's looking at the camera. Okay, and then slide his head is moved. Then I will go to 45. Then I will go to 55. Don't worry about the eyes, because you will notice that he is not looking at some places to the camera. So we will work on the eyes later on. But here we are just focusing on the head movement right now. Then 74. And then the last is 85. Oh, also notice his ears. This ear is not showing that much. This ears is showing. like more of, that means his head is slightly turned. Okay, so we can just go back, see is everything is okay. Here is fine, fine, fine. Okay, fine. This one's slightly turned as well. Now we are done with the head. I will now take the eyes. Okay, and I I will make a new layer for the eyes and call this eye animation. Lock the head and change the color of the eye animation to something else so I know that I'm working on the eye right now. Now he should be looking at the camera. He should be looking at you. So on all these frames where I will go, his eye should be looking at you. The best way is that you can see that there are tiny holes here. So if his eyes are, you are able to look at his eyes from this, that means he's looking at you. So that's one trick to do this. Okay, that was quick. Now what else we have? We have these. Okay, so we can make a new layer here. Go back to 15. And this one I will call extras. Change it color maybe to white or something. And I will take all of them and press S on my keyboard. So in the beginning they will be here. I think fist, because his fist should be all the way back here. And then I go to 36. Let's do one thing. Let's go a middle here, like 22. Make him smile a bit, like this. Okay. And then 29, make him smile more with the teeth on, and this one off. Okay. And 22, I'll go back and move this smile or the teeth smile a little bit less. Okay, and then I will go to 36. Okay, what I will do, little bit less this one, little bit more this one. So what it will do is that it will kind of give us a variation. Okay, like he is not like a robot, or his expressions are not same as all the time. So little bit of changing most of the time that we can do. So randomly I will just keep on changing these. Little less, little more, little less, little more. Okay. Now we will see the animation here basically. So you can see that. Okay. Now you can make like an extra layer here without selecting any layer, like without selecting anything or selecting everything. It's up to you. Like maybe if I will select the whole thing, including the eyes, including these, and make a new layer from here and call this final tweaks. Change it color to something else like this blue maybe. So here what I will do is that I will just go to those keyframe which I told you about, the in between, these one. Okay. So I have written it here. First one is the 28 and let's see if the 28 it matches with this. It doesn't match, you can see that. So simple, what I will do here is that take the parts that are not matching and try to match those. Okay, then 31. Then 33 I will go. Other I will not change, I will just, because that is behind so it's not showing. Mainly it's hands and the legs, or hands and the hips. Rest is fine. Now I will go to 45. Okay, 45, everything is fine here. I will just make a keyframe. just in case, because if I want to change it in future something, so it won't affect. Then 48, 50. Okay, this is causing problems, so I will not change from the hand, I will change from the shoulder. Okay, here the fist is kind of making an issue here. So I have to, later on we have to solve this issue with about the fist. Okay. This hand is fine, legs are fine. Only I have to change this. And also a bit. This I have to move it. So 52 R is done. Now 65. 65 hands are fine, only the hips. And bring them back. And I think this hand is moving a lot. And shoulder is twisted a lot. This is what I was talking about when things gets broken up. So make sure things are not broken. So again, if things goes back to its original or like original position, maybe your auto key is not supporting you, so you just press S on your keyboard. For me, it's fine right now, but sometimes you have issues. Your auto key is not working, so just press S, so it will lock that position. Okay, this is fine. But I will select all of it to make it just a keyframe there. So I have an extra keyframe. And then 71. Okay. Now this is about the shoulder. Rest is fine. Now 71 is done, 75. Okay, 67, let's check 60. Yeah, 67 is done. 71, 75. Again, it's about the shoulder. Then 79. It's about the shoulder and about the hips as well. And neck. Then 81. 81 is all fine. I will select all of it as just for a keyframe so that next time if there is any need, it will work. Then 87. 87, I have to work on this. Okay. Now I will go back here just for the head because I didn't change anything for the head right now. Okay, and then 31. Then 33. 33 is fine. 48. 50. 52. 65. 67. 71. Then 75. Then 79. I think 79 is fine. Just a twist. 81 is also fine. Just a twist. Then 87. Okay, so we are done with this part, and then I will select all of it and make a new layer. And I will call this final tweaks 2. By the way, you can duplicate any one of these layers if you want. Suppose if he is swinging his hips in one layer, this in hips and legs, if you think the hips and legs, the way he's swinging, if let me do one thing here. Let me hide all these right now. Now you will see that his hips are moving only. If I will go to the hips and I will duplicate this one, right click, and if I will duplicate this, so what will happen, there is a copy. He is doing the same thing but with a more intensity because you have double up your animation. So he's moving very fast. Okay, not very fast, like more strongly. The same keyframes here that you have applied are here, and both of them are mixing together to like strengthening it more, like making it more and more stronger. So in this case, if you don't want it to be that strong, so simply you can just go here whenever you are duplicating. So you can use option here. I think it's not. Let me check if it is here. Yeah, you have to create override layer. Okay, so what it will do is that it will not make the layer stronger. Okay, and just like, let me do one thing. Let me delete this one. Let me delete this. So you just go here, right click to no, don't right click, just go to the layers option, create override layer from selected, and what it will do, it will make another keyframe as it is, the way it is here. Let me move this down by pressing this button right over. This is duplicated one, but the thing is that if I there is no like exaggeration now, because it is overwriting that those keyframes. They are not mixing the keyframe just like it was doing in the duplication. So if I hide this or unhide this, so you will see it is not doing that, like those kind of thing. Okay, so if I select the whole thing here and then layer override layer from selected, okay, then it's fine. Or what you can do is that, just see, even if I will hide this one, he will still animate, right? But I froze this, so it's not doing that. So simple thing, if you're duplicating, right click, duplicate it. There is a duplicate button, duplicate layer. So when you duplicate it, you will notice that his power is increased because it is uh, mainly combining two things together. Okay, so you can see that it's too powerful. It is making a weird animation. Reason is that because the power of one of this layer, the keyframe, is double up because both of the keyframe are now +2. So when he's doing, let me show you one thing. If I will go here, there is a weight. Weight is like opacity. If I will reduce the weight of this is normally how he's moving. But when the both layers are duplicated, so you can see that he's not animating it strongly, normally his animation is becoming stronger and stronger. It's just like in Photoshop, when you duplicate layers, that layer effect becomes stronger and stronger. Same thing. And this is the weight is just like the opacity. Okay. So now his layers are basically duplicated, and like there is a power, but I don't want that effect. So I can right click here, go to layer mode. We are in additive. Additive means both layers keyframes are added together. That's why it is exaggerating the the animation. If I will go to override mode, so what it will do is that it will only move, but it will not do the exaggeration. Okay, but as my pivot point was not set, so it brought it down. So I will delete it. Okay. Now, one thing you can see in the hips. Okay, like suppose if his hips, you can see, oh, it's nice, doing good, but I wish I want him to swing more. So simple, right click, duplicate it. Done. There is a duplication here. But now you will say, oh, he is swinging, but now I asked him, like I want him to swing more, but not this much. So what you can, it is duplicated. You will start reducing its weight. Weight is like opacity of a layer. So go all the way to 0 and then start increasing. Now if you think, okay, this is good, I want him to swing like this more. So you can just increase this. Okay, that's all. Or what you can do is that if you don't want this, you can simply delete it or go all the way to 0. That's all. Or mute it from here. Okay. Now let me bring all these back. Lock all the layers except for the first one. Now here what I will do in the first one is I will try to go frame by frame just to see if everything is okay, if hands is not overlapping. Yeah, here you can see the problem. Okay, it is going inward here. So if it's going invert here, what I can do is that let me do one thing. Let me select everything here, S on my keyboard, so it will make a keyframe here. Let's change its color so that it won't look same. So here was the error. So I will go a little bit further, take the shoulder, and you can see the shoulder is twisted really badly. So what I will do here is that first of all, let me fix the shoulder here. Yeah. Okay. Now the shoulder is fine. Now I will go here. Move this and now see his hand where it is. It's not there. It's somewhere here. Okay. And here, thing fine. Yeah. 58. It's moving inside. I will move it outside. 59 is fine. 56 is fine. 52. Here there is an issue. Fine. Now let's see where else we have this issue. Now this issue again happens here. So I will just go here. Move it a bit here. Move it a bit here. And you can see that his hand is a bit in front. There is a jump between these things. It's not that smooth. So at least it should be somewhere here to avoid the jump. Okay. Okay. Now fine. I think we have to fix this issue in the fist. So I have to go to extras, work with the fist. Let's see where the fists. Okay. You know what? For the fist, I can select all of it and delete for the fist. Shift select all of it and then delete. Okay, let's keep on going back. So let's do one thing. Let's make a new layer only for this fist issue. Okay. Or let me go back to the extras. Let's see about these. Maybe these are the one that is causing the problems. Okay, they are on the base layer, that's why. These hands. And this one is also on the base layer. That's the main issue. Make sure your base layer is not locked when you're working, because if your layer is locked, then nothing will work. So now I have unlocked the base layer. The issue was with the base layer. The base layer was locked. So you can see some of them just got weirdly affected. That's why there was a big issue here. So there is something wrong with the fist. So I don't know, like it's not working well. Let me delete this tweak that we created. So it's a bit better. Okay, so that's done. And I will go to the final tweak here and check if anything is crossing by. Yeah, like this, because I deleted the other layer, so I have to fix here. Okay. So now as we are done here, so what we can do is I will lock all the layers and hide also all the layer. Make sure your base animation is not locked, because if your base animation is locked, then things might not work correctly. Okay, so hips and legs I will use. This one I will delete, the one that I made. Okay. Now I will just go to the hips and go back here. Okay, now all these you can see that it's bit overwhelming right now, because there are a lot of keyframes you will notice here. Now just go back here, and here we have X, Y, Z, and rotation for all of these. Simple, what you will do is that, okay, now this at this point we are doing the blocking here, and then later on, once we are done, we will go to each part and check if everything is okay. So I will select all of them, cut them, convert them into the step tangent. Okay, so you can see that rotation usually does not change. So for the rotation, you have to select, okay, and you have to go to curves, okay, change rotation interrupt independent Euler. Now they will be changed. Now if I will go, and you can see that it is keep on jerking, okay, and just only the legs are moving right now. So ignore the legs at this stage, or let's do one thing with the leg. Select the legs, okay, I think one leg at a time. Then make them step, convert them, and change rotation interrupt and independent Euler. Okay, and then steps. Now take the other one, select them all, make them steps. Then you can go to the rotation, select all the rotation, curves, change rotation interrupt and Euler. So now if I will go back to hips, okay, so we'll just check here how these hips are moving. Now when hips go here, I want it to start slow and then speed up, okay. So I will take this one and then I will go to spline tangent, and this one I will break it and kind of go slowly, and here I want to make it fast. So here what I will do is that select this one and also convert this into spline tangent. Once done, then I will break this one as well. And as I told you before, more curved, more faster. So if you will notice here, if I will play this part, okay, so it is moving to the X from slow and then it become fast. Just see it will move in this direction here, okay. Just to make it easy, it is moving in this direction, and when it's moving in that direction, just look at the speed of it, okay, slowly and then becomes fast, and then it comes back, and when it comes back it should come with the same type of speed. So what I will do here, move this all the way a little bit here so that it will come fast, like faster it will start, and then when it will reach here it will become slow. Okay, this one also I will convert this into a spline tangent, or let's go to this one where it moves to the other side back to here. Okay, let me do one thing, delete this grease pen, and then I'll go here, select this one, spline tangent. Okay, sorry, this one, this is the one, spline tangent, then break this, so this I want it to move slowly and then it becomes fast when it reaches to the other side. Okay, so what I will do, I will take this one, spline tangent this as well. Okay, and break the tangent here and move it just this much. And then here, select this one, spline tangent, also break this, take this one. So there will be an impact, like, he will come slowly, then fast, then slowly, then fast. Like he will give little bit, jerks to his body, like a little bit uh, kind of thumbs or something like that. Okay, so it will create a very interesting point here. Now at this stage, I want to keep it all same. I don't want it to be changed. I will use here break tangent, this one as well. Now in the end, he moves back here. So this should match with this, okay? Because this position, sorry, it should match with this, because this position and this position will be like a same sort of thing. So I will move this down a bit here. So we have created the X position now. Now we will do the Y. So spline, break the tangent, spline again, break the tangent. Now in this Y, what is happening? He is moving up, okay? No, he's moving down. So I think it should be a little bit opposite here. He should come slow down, okay? Like fast he will move down and then become slow, okay? So it should be a little bit opposite here. Here as well, when he's going up again, and he is going up faster, and then when he reaches up, he becomes a little slow. So like a, like a twist, a wavy twist, it will give it to his body. Now this one here, what is doing is staying there and then going to the other part. So here either I can delete this one, maybe I don't need it, okay? Then here I will go to this part, spline, oops, you have to select and then click here, otherwise it will do, it will convert all of them. Then break the tangent, so I want him to come slowly down and then becomes fast when it reaches to this point, okay? So what I will do, I will just increase this one, but in a flat style, okay? Here I will make this spline as well, break these, this one I can make it flat. Instead of breaking the tangent, I will just click on the flat, so it will automatically become flat because he is coming down here. So when he's coming down, so what will happen, he will come slowly down and becomes he will become, yeah, he will come a little bit slow, and then when it reaches, he reaches very fast, he reaches to the ground fast. And when he's going up, he's going fast, and becomes slow. So anything that is going vertical is fast, anything which is going horizontal is slow. So fast down, fast up, then slow. So you can see that we have this sort of result here. Now Z, he's going back and forth. So back and forth, I think maybe I will select all of it and click here, or auto tangent, because going back is not that critical for us. Okay. Now rotation. So this one already it is flat, so it doesn't matter if I do anything here. I will select this, convert this into a spline tangent. Okay, and move this light up. So when it rotates with a fast speed, like a fast speed, and then it becomes slow in the end. Okay. Because when you twist your body, like suppose if someone is dancing, when he twists his body, he doesn't move slow first, he moves fast first, and then he breaks up his body. Like when you're running, you don't run slowly first, you start running fast, and when you are going to stop, then you will slow down your body. Same thing goes here. So this one also, I will make it flat. First I will make it flat, so it goes like this, then I will break the tangent. So it will become easier for me to handle this. Okay. Flat and then break the tangent. Now here again I want this flat and then break the tangents. So we are done with the X. Now let's do with the Y. Here it's already flat, so it doesn't matter whatever he's doing. So I have to select this one, spline, and this one as well. I think, yeah, we do need this. Break this tangent. So he's rotating to this side, so he will start faster, and then while it reaches up, he becomes slow. So I will give it something like this. Now on this one, more slower I want this. First I will make it flat and then this I will keep it all or on the top, auto tangent, so it will be smooth. Now Z rotation, I think Z here, let's do one thing. Let's go back, go to here, and this one, flat and break it. I don't want it to be too sharp on the Z. So what I want here is that fast and then slow. But not too much. That's why I kept this like this. So we are done with the hips and here. Now we will work on the legs. So I want it to start fast from here when it's going to the other side the leg. Okay, so I will just move this down, and when it starts, then it slowly smoothly move to the other side. Okay, the one thing is that the best way to do this is just check, is he moving with the same speed as him? So he moves slow and then he gives a jerk to his body like fast. So what I will do in this case is that if I will move this one on the top just like this, make it flat and then break this, okay, and move this slide here, slowly and then fast. So now you can see it is matching. So this is how you can match as well. His legs. This is fine for now. Now here what I want is that bit curve on both of the ends. No need for this. Now Y translate. We are just only working on this leg, Y axis. So let's see how it goes up. I think this is fine. Even if I will make this auto tangent, should work fine. This one I will also convert to auto tangent. Now I'll take the other leg here. Because mainly the movement is on the X more. Oops. Should be like this because he's coming, moving his legs fast and then slow. Okay, rest I will just convert to auto tangent so that we have enough. So you can see that wherever I give a sharp cut, where he's pushing his body more, just like that. Because the whole idea is that when he moves the hips to the extreme level, he moves with a speed. He pushes himself in a speed, and then he crashes there. So I will just turn on all the others. These one I don't want because these are the two boxes which I kept for references. Okay, at one place, if you will notice, his shoulder twisted really badly here. So what I will do here is that I will make a new layer only for the shoulder to fix. Okay. Now, why we make these layers now? By now you like it. What it will do is that it will not affect the other layers down, and it will not damage our or disturb our animation basically. Okay. So you can say this simply we are done with the shoulder. If I was supposed to do that in the same layer, so it will be a big issue because I have to go to the back, I have to go to the front parts, I have to go to the different other parts to fix it out. Okay, now there is some issue with the head over here. What is that issue? Let me check. Maybe this is, let me make a new layer here and call this hair fix. Let's lock all the other layers. Is it the head that is causing the problem? Or is it the eye? Or is it this? So I don't know what is the main issue. So I'll just do one thing. I will just take the hair itself, push it a bit, make a keyframe here. Okay, before doing that, let's do one thing. Make a keyframe from the beginning and in the end so that we know where we are standing. So here, push it back, push it back, push back in, push it back. Okay, fine. I don't know what was the issue that was causing the issue, about the problem here. Okay, so you can see that he has facial expression, he have hands moving around, everything is fine. So this is how the layers help you to create something. Now when you're ready and you want to animate this, okay, yeah, like you want to save this when you are done. Okay, before doing that, let me tell you one more thing. He is moving in his own position. Okay, so suppose you had an animation. Let me go back to the the other file, just to show you one thing. Okay, so here I have deleted all the animation layers. So that's one more the good thing to use for the animation layer. You don't have to delete all the keyframes, just the layer you have to delete and you are back to normal. Now uh my animation is, suppose he jumps from one place to another place. Let's do one thing. What, he jumps from here to here. Okay, so what you can do in this case is that first we will make a layer. Okay, I will not select anything, I will just make a new layer and call this layout. And right click here to different colors, so I know I'm working on this layer, and here down you can see I'm the layout, and here you can see that there are different number of keyframes here. So make sure you are on the 20 frame per second, or the frame per second that you prefer. 20 frame per second, 25, 30 frame per second, these are the normal ones. Don't use anything else. Okay, now I have this option here which is called reference. You will see this point. When you click on it, everything is selected. So I have to move this, okay, or oops, I think my Maya got crashed. Okay, I'll just have opened it. So let's see how much time it takes to open. Okay, done. It's not allowing me to move. There is something wrong with this character here. Uh, Basically, what you need to do is that this is the layout point. I will open another character here. Let's work on that character. Okay. Okay, so quickly what I will do here is that I will just do a very quick rigging, automatic rigging. I will not do. Okay. Oh, again it got crashed. Okay, so very quickly what I will do, I will again bring him back. Issue is that his eyes are a bit heavy, so I will not select the eye. Oops, not this one. Okay, one more thing. In this character, you will see his hands. These are called the mitten hands, where he don't have the finger. So you have to make something like this for your project, so you don't have to uh, work more on it. So I will just select these parts and make a quick rig. So I will hide his eyes and his hair for now, just to show you what do I mean by like what I was explaining before. So I will make a new layer here first of all. and this new layer I will call it layout. Okay, and I will just simply make him jump from there here. Let me change the color so I know where I'm working on. In layouting, what you do in layouting layer, it's not like blocking that we did before. So in layouting, you just take your character, okay, the whole character from the hips point, or you know, you have to take the whole thing by clicking here, moving this around like this, okay, move back here, and S. Now I will go to this frame. For example, this is from here to here he wants to jump. Next point is him to be jumped there. Okay, so this is the layout basically. What is the layout? He will be just like here and then here. But as you know, we need this X position, and this one we have to convert it into a step. Okay, so that it won't animate just like that. Okay, there's one more thing moving which I don't want to move. Z axis I don't want to move. So here and here. Okay, so this is what you will actually do in the layout. Now after that you will make another layer here, basically, or you can keep the layout. For now I will keep the layout as this without. Okay, but you have to keep it step, and then in the end you have to decide whether you want to spline it up like the way I was doing, but now we don't have that time to do it, so I will keep it from this. So he will jump faster and then he will land slow, but faster he will jump like this. Okay, no, he don't want, because if I will move it up, so you can see that there is an anticipation. So now there is less anticipation. You know the anticipation of like principle of animation. It shows like what the person will do. Now I will make a new layer. Lock this one, and this one I will call animation twist. So you should have a jump twist, and you should have your reference ready, just like we had that floss dance reference. So you should have a reference when you're doing the animation, either from the internet or you record yourself, something like that. Okay, now here what I will do is that he will be jumping in the air. Okay, and then maybe he will be kind of twisting just like this, and then, or 1 minute, one thing we can do here is that I will go to the last frame, make a keyframe here, so that in the middle whatever I will do, it will always come back to this position. Otherwise manually you have to move it. Okay, this is jump twist. Then I will make another one, and here I will do the posing. Okay, I'm just doing a very quick pose, which is not a right pose because I'm doing without any kind of reference, just to give you an idea. Okay, this pose I will do it here. Okay, S, again S, and while he is in the air, so there will be a different sort of pose. Maybe his hips will move there, legs will kind of move like this. So without reference, you can see that it's a little hard because we don't know how the jumping should look like actually. So the reason I'm doing is just to show you, if you have animation where your character is not moving in his own place. The one that we were doing, the floss dance, they were moving. He was moving in his own place. So so it is more like, it is more or less same. You just have to do like twice of the part. Now one more thing here we have that you can do. You can select both of the shoulders, and when you rotate, both of them can rotate in this like direction or something. Okay, so we have already this keyframe. So this is without the reference basically. And don't do something like this in your exam, otherwise there is a big chance of losing a lot of points. You have to use a realistic animation just like what we did before, using the reference. If you do something like this, so won't look good. Okay, so this is how you just move the whole body. You just have to select the whole body. Okay, with the skeleton. So what you need to do, just click here your reference from this area. Okay, not this one, this is the below reference point. Okay, this is what you have to click. Okay, and then move around. This will be under your character, the one that we were using, the kid, because I was not able to move him. So for some reason it was uh, keep on like closing my computer. Okay, so getting back here, when you are done, I think this is the wrong file I'm opening. This is basically your blocking. Yeah, this is the one. So this is the blocking only, and we already finished with the blocking part, and we are here. Okay, now when you are ready to animate, all these stuff that you can see, the effectors and controllers, they won't render. Okay, they are just here for the viewport. But if you will do a play blast, in the play blast you can go to the play blast and see my previous tutorials. Just go to the previous tutorials which I showed you in the early classes. So there is, in the play you have the play blast, so it will create a from your viewport it will create an animation. Okay, so if I will go to the settings, okay, use all the like settings, time slider, start, end, or whatever you want to choose, format, AVI, quality, high quality, a window display size, remove temporary files or show ornaments. I don't want to see ornaments. Ornaments are these stuff. Okay. Hide whatever you want, and then you can press play blast. But play blast will actually give you like this sort of animation. Okay. Which is good to show a client, but it's not good for the exam or or those kind of things. Okay. So let me open this file. I just want to make sure which one is the final one. Okay. Now to work on simple, the things that you don't need, hide them, Control H. Okay, this is basically my camera. So I will take my whole camera and hide the whole thing, including this. Or just hide it simply because I didn't know where it is here. I will just hide it. Now here, these items I don't really need to care about. Now, when you're animating, you should have a good environment. Okay. Now, your character is really important. That is one that you will be modeling yourself. Environment, the one that you have modeled for your breakfast, you can use that, or you can create a normal environment like a normal room or something. Simple one. So, for example, what I can do here is that I will take this cylinder, pull this up. Okay. Press 3 over here. And what else I can do, I can go to the attributes here, and smooth mesh that I'm used here, it's actually 3 or 2. I can increase this and also, or keep it 2, and also its subdivision I can increase here the height. Now what I want to show you here, what I do actually is that I just take this, go to faces here, select all these faces. Okay, my symmetry was on for some reason. Okay, and then maybe the half of it from this side. I just delete. Then I'll go back to the regular mode. And move it around like this. So what will happen, this will become like a background. Only thing is that the inside out, it is inside out, so I will press shift Right click here, and then I think I have to select the faces first. So right click, faces, select all the faces. Okay, double click on any face, all will select, and shift right click, face normals, then reverse normals, and it will be fine. So right click again, go back to object mode. So you are in the object modes here. Now here I can put any picture, anything here, or just a color. And I like this camera angle. So what I will do here is that I will just save the camera a bookmark. So I will click here in the bookmark. Okay. And create a camera view one. So what will happen, suppose if I will just go around and I want to come back here, so I will just go back here, right click, oops, camera view one. I created a lot by mistake, sorry. Okay, so just you have to click here to make, and to go back you have to right click and go back to that. Now here what I need to do is that let me turn on the lights option here. So there is no light, all will look black. So I will just go here, Arnold, put some lights. And lights, I don't have to tell you because already you know how to put the lights. You can put this light, or and also you can put the dome light as well. But I don't have that much time to put the dome light and to show you around. And nice color with the with like a orner material you can put on the background. Suppose you have the light now, everything is okay. Background, I can go to hyper shade, choose a nice color. Okay. Now for the backdrop, try not to use any specular level. Just reduce the specular level here. And once you are done, okay, you have to go to the settings here. Okay. Make sure you're using Orner renderer, render settings. Now these are very important. This one, make sure you have a higher amount, around 7. Okay. These can be 3. Okay. That's all. Otherwise your quality will be too bad. Now here, this one you can use 720p. Okay. And image format, you can use here a PNG file if you're animating like if you're animating an animation, like you're rendering an animation. That's it from here, and then you have to animate it as a uh, animation basically. So what you have to do is, okay, so you will just choose name number extension from here, not a single frame. If you will choose single frame, so it will only animate a single frame. Now from where to where? Okay, uh, start frame 15, okay, end frame 87. That's all. And you should put an output file. So we have to check where is the output file. Okay, everything is done. Now here's your output. Now output actually it saves inside the folder that you have created. Okay, so this one where I have created, it will save it there. And what I need to do here is that I have to select my folder. So I have to set it up. I have to go to set project. Okay, and I have to go to documents. Where is this? 455 sample boy. Or here I will make a new folder, the kid animation, and set this. Okay, and then create a folder workspace. When I'm done, I will just go here and just check where it is. Yeah, it's already there. Select this one. Okay, it's already there. What? Uh, okay, I will go to File, Project Window, the kid animation. Everything is here. That's fine. And accept. Okay, now if I will go and go to the Save As, it will take me to that folder where I'm going to save it, the kid animation, and scenes. I will save this as. Now if I will start animation, it will animate in that folder. But usually what it do is that it does not animate a video. What it animates a PNG file that you have to take it into Premiere, just like you did for your midterm, and then it will animate it. Okay. Only thing you have to keep in mind is your quality have to be higher, and it will be as 11 seconds video. This one is not 11 seconds. This is very short because in this amount of time I cannot do a whole small animation video or something like that. Then you know you just have to start rendering this from, I guess, So there are a lot of things I didn't change it. I just start rendering this. Or else you have here, if you will go to rendering option somewhere, where it is gone. Okay, so if you will check my tutorials video there on the YouTube, you will see that you can do the batch rendering one, because I have not used a lot the batch rendering, so I'm not sure where I can find it, because I usually render it from here. Okay, from the owner render view, or I just click here. But there is a batch render also. You can use the batch render as well. Batch render, what is what how it will help you? It will just help you so that you can work on your own another project while it is rendering or something like that. But I usually do this, or use the same method that you used for your midterm like project, and check all my videos. If your render quality is not high, so there are chances like you will also lose the mark. So let's move to the blackboard now, and I will end here. And please don't forget to check that animation part of my Maya videos, where you like there are different ways to render something. Okay, so I will now move to the blackboard.